Hi, I'm Sameer Jain. The emerging markets opportunity is based on the scale of their underlying economies, the markets that have displayed impressive growth, strengthening macroeconomic fundamentals. So, the emerging markets, as we know, are home to more than 5 billion people, over three quarters of the world's population. They contain a substantial proportion of the world's natural resource deposits. So, political, social, regulatory, tax reforms, including things like the relaxation of foreign direct investment, all of these has increased capital markets transparency. All of this has stimulated flows of capital within emerging markets. All of this have stimulated strong, consistent economic growth in many of these markets. So the investment climate for private equity has transformed recently, making it easier for investors to tap into the growth of these markets. And private equity is increasingly accepted as a source of financing for growth, for planning for succession, for generational succession, for facilitating public to private transactions, or for government privatizations. Further, exit prospects have improved as the variety of exit mechanisms has increased. Moreover, local capital markets have strengthened. These have become more liquid and transparent. And in addition, both multinational and large emerging market companies, businesses, have looked to fuel their growth by purchasing strategic assets in emerging markets. So much of the economic growth in emerging markets is linked to one, rising personal wealth and consumption. So the increasing affluence of the emerging middle class has been a major contributor to growth in the consumer products, pharmaceutical, healthcare, retail, and financial services, and other service industries. The second point is low-cost manufacturing and offshoring. As these trade barriers have come down over the past 20 years, emerging markets have benefited from a shift towards outsourcing or offshoring of low-cost manufacturing and services. The third part is the investment in domestic infrastructure will further stimulate further economic growth and benefit a number of sectors such as engineering services, telecoms, building materials, and I guess the fourth point is the demand for natural resources. World demand for natural resources continues to grow, mainly because of the tremendous appetites of China and India. So regions that are rich in natural resources, such as Africa, Latin America, Southeast Asia, all of these are set to benefit from this trend. So strong economic growth requires investment for growing businesses to expand production, to increase their capacities. So while of course there are local differences in general, one sees growth of domestic consumption and increasing demand for more specialized services. All of this is resulting in acquisitions, in investments in new areas. So a renewed focus by the government on fostering the growth of emerging markets, along with private capital, this convergence seems to be working out well for these markets. Of course, there are a lot of nuances, and I'll keep you posted. Thank you so much for listening in. Bye-bye.